Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lance Away, and today I wanted to talk about how I got my Rolex back, girl, in about 7 weeks. So, kind of unheard of right now in early 2020. These watches are highly in demand, and there's quite a shortage of stainless steel professional models. This is part of their professional line of quote-unquote tool watches with some sort of sports function. This is basically the traveler's watch. So I'm going to tell you guys how I think I got mine in just 7 weeks. Your experience may differ. You might walk into an AD and you might get lucky if someone refuses one. They might have one under the counter. If they like your vibe, they might sell it to you. And you might get one in a day, or you might get a call back for one in a couple days. But mostly, these Rolexes are sold on a waiting list. Typically, they won't take your deposit because they don't know when they're going to get their next one. So let's go through sort of the steps that I think I went through to get that girl in about 7 weeks. So my first tip is to establish face-to-face contact. And I've talked to the salespersons at the AD I went to. They get, upwards of 50 calls a day. And phone calls could be especially annoying if you're if you're a physical dealer site. I mean, you want to be talking to that person face to face. You want to establish a rapport, and you don't want to be answering a phone call to be telling someone, no, I don't have an Explorer 2. No, I don't have a Pepsi GMT. No, I don't have a green Submariner. I mean, if you get this call, 10 times a day, you're absolutely sick of those calls. So definitely, number one, establish face-to-face contact. 2, when you do establish face-to-face contact, don't dress like a total slob. And, I'm not saying wear a 3-piece suit, but I think just trying a little bit goes a long way. Put a little bit of product in your hair. Don't look like you rolled out of bed. I mean, look the part. Let's be honest. These are, multi-$1,000 timepieces, sometimes tens of thousands. Not everyone can afford them. This is a luxury brand. The salespeople themselves are dressing up in business attire, full suits, a tie. So you want to bring it up to, I would say, past the casual level into the business casual level at a minimum. Number 3, visit your AD every few weeks. Now, they want to know that you're a serious watch enthusiast and that you're not going to flip the watch. So this is your chance to pop in, have some good conversation, and establish your passion for the brand and passion for the watches. Not saying it's going to happen for you, but you may possibly get lucky and maybe someone will refuse a watch, or someone else's customer will refuse a watch, and you might run into something that you might want. Number 4, I would say inform them of the significance of the timepiece to you. Right when you get on site, they're going to say, excuse me, sir or ma'am, what brings you in today? And you can tell them, well, I just put my retirement notice in at work, or I wanted to celebrate my birth of a child or an anniversary, any personal milestone, to just make it much more special. I think that is pretty significant in that it becomes a really expensive piece of jewelry. I mean, it serves a function, but we all have cell phones nowadays. So having that personal touch kind of just makes it a little bit more special. They'll say, hey, Lance is celebrating perhaps a new job and a promotion. So, I mean, what better way to commemorate that date with a luxury timepiece? Number 5, I would say hand them your business card. This makes you more memorable. And when you're not in, they can refer to your business card. They know who you are. They know what you do. And then they can write on the back what you're looking for. Okay, and number 6. I would say number 6 is tell them exactly what you're looking for. And I would say slim down your choices. If you tell them you're looking for any stainless steel and you're going to say sports model, when they get one in, and if they've fulfilled all their customers that are have been listed for a long time, they're going to get to you and they're going to say, hey, I've got this Rolex Air King, do you want it? And maybe you're going to go, the Air King was 9th on my list. I'm going to take a hard pass, or I'm going to come look at it and then I'm going to, I'm going to shake it and I'm going to feel it and I'm going to take a pass. And then they're going to call you with another watch and they're going to say, hey, I've got this Milgauss, a black dial Milgauss. Do you want the Milgauss? And you're going to say, no, I don't want the Milgauss. And so they're going to end up, they're going to be a little bit put off that yes to be on the waiting list if you've got 10 different models on there that you would potentially want. So definitely be specific and go after the one you want, and that way when they give you a call, you just fly right down there and go get it as soon as possible. I mean, I got the call and I was there within 3 hours to make sure I secured what I needed to do to get what I've been waiting for. Okay, number 7, I would say buy something. Buying something wouldn't hurt. I would say if you need to feel something, if you need something, buy something. So if you have Valentine's Day coming up, you're thinking of buying something special for your significant other, if you have an anniversary. I mean, here's a fact. We're all looking for the stainless steel watches. It's a seller's market. It absolutely is a seller's market. It is like San Francisco Bay Area real estate. I mean, the ADs, all their employees, they probably work on a base hourly salary with some sort of commission. Buying something will help them out. It will help whatever sales associate you're working with. It'll help them pull their weight in the business, and it'll put you in the customer database. So when they pull up your history, they can go, oh, okay, Lance spent blank amount of dollars with us. And it shows, you're helping out their bottom line and you're not just into getting, 1 or 2 watches that you're going to end up flipping. So trying to build a relationship here, trying to, get on a first name basis with your AD. Number 8, I would say be patient. If it was too easy, it wouldn't be as special. If you could walk into any AD and get any watch you wanted, I mean, frankly, most of us would probably not want all the watches that we want if it was too easy. So if it's worth having, if it's more special if it's worked for, I think. So that was one of my things. I got a state license. It was a 13-hour exam over 2 days. I thought that was pretty special. I worked hard for it. I studied for it, and it makes it that much more significant to me. And I'll never let my license expire. Even when I'm retired, I think I'm going to pay the fee and just stay licensed. Pretty minimal, but yeah, it's more special if it's hard. And let's get to number 9. I would say quit feeding the bloody gray market. If you keep buying those gray market watches at exorbitant prices, and they will keep paying good prices to resellers to drop their watches for that quick payday. I mean, frankly, if nobody bought the extremely high premium Submariner Hulks for $16,000 at Bob's Watches, or David's SW, then they would eventually have to drop their prices to keep the lights on, pay the rent, pay employees, run the website. So let's chill out on the gray market. Just take your time, don't pay the premium, and let's calm these prices down. Number 10, I would say this is one of my secret tips. This is going to be my pro tip from Lance Away's YouTube channel. Leave a review on Yelp or Google reviews. I'm a Yelper. I was elite in 2019. I was an elite Yelp in 2018. I took a break in 2019, but I put on a significant amount of reviews. It was my goal to become Yelp Elite, to figure out what Yelp Elite was about. And it was kind of fun doing it. And once I became Elite, I have, 2 young daughters, ages 4 right now. It was really hard to go and get date night out. So it was hard to attend the Yelp Elite events. And sometimes those feel like more of like singles things. And when you're younger and dating, I'm already in my 40s, my early 40s. So definitely leave a Yelp or Google review. And specifically, I named the sales staff that gave me great service, even though they knew I wasn't purchasing anything on my first visit. I had tried on basically the precious metals watches, which were, and then maybe some two-tones were, anywhere from $12,000, $14,000 to $33,000 for the presidential day dates. So I also emailed the manager and informed him of my pleasant experience. So I kind of put myself in their shoes and I said, when was the last time someone gave your manager some feedback about a good experience you provided to them? And how did that make you feel? And what did it do for you? Like, it feels good to be recognized. And I don't do it nearly enough. I don't know about you guys, but to me, these are the differentiators in life. You still get the same paycheck, but it can make someone's day, make someone's week or month into a positive. And I know this from experience. I got some positive feedback from someone that was emailed directly to my manager. Actually, it wasn't even emailed to my manager, it was emailed to another manager. So they had to pass it through some more various hands to get back to me. But it definitely grew my reputation within different circles at work. And it made me feel good that, I put in the extra mile at work. And I think that's a really good differentiator if you guys want to build a relationship with your AD. So I'm kind of on the fence about this one. This is number 11, my final one. Wear a watch in. And I kind of go back and forth, but it could establish your credibility as a serious watch collector. But I think if you wear too much stock, like say if you wore the Panda Daytona into the Rolex AD, they know that's a very, very difficult watch to get. And they might, kind of put you a little bit lower on the list because you are so fortunate to have something like that. So they may want to give others a chance to join the club, make new customers, and allow other, demographics into the hobby. So be careful what you wear in, but you definitely want to establish your credibility as, a serious hobbyist watch collector. So those are my tips for breaking in and maybe getting your Grail watch a little bit faster. Please let me know what you guys think about down below in the comments. If you liked any of my steps, please give me that thumbs up and definitely subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on. Hopefully I will get my hands on another watch soon and we'll have more watch discussions. I will talk to you guys soon. This is Lance Away.